Fans of Jey Uso, I have some fantastic news, and you're going to love what this report has noted, because Jey Uso is a guy that a lot of people, they're starting to get on his bandwagon. Now following the split of the bloodline, Jey Uso has not only separated from the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman, but also his brother Jimmy Uso. Following the post-SummerSlam 2023 episode of SmackDown, Jey Uso not only said that he quit SmackDown and WB, but he returned as part of the Raw roster following Payback in early September. Now, Fightful Select has a new report regarding Jey Uso. And really, since the pandemic, he had that feud with Roman, then they aligned together. He touted himself as main event Jey Uso. But even though they were top notch, and even though the fans knew Jey was a main event guy and been very prominently focused on in this feud storyline, I should say, he's never been a top star by himself outside of Roman Reigns' view, right? He's always been under the cloud of Roman Reigns as a top star, never on his own, on a different a different roster on his own. So anyway, Fightful Select reports that other members of the bloodline would be focused on as important building blocks coming out of SummerSlam. This is in regards to WWE's plans, because Roman Reigns is on hiatus again. The report also added that those around the storyline were very confident that the angle would launch Jey Uso into single stardom. They were told the move to Raw for Jey was part of the process, and they have long-term plans for him with wheels already in motion. Jey is tentatively planned for a long-term and heavily featured role that should carry at least through the next 2 months, with him getting plenty of screen time, as WWE officials are very happy with the reactions that he gets from fans. And this is great news. Like I said, you not only get him off of SmackDown, away from Roman, you get him on Raw. You're now competing with the likes of World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Judgment Day, and others, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, as top acts. And you can align him with those acts and continuously get him over. I don't know how Jimmy's going to do on his own. I think Jey Uso, obviously he can work. No one has ever doubted the work rate of the Usos. And their promos have always been good as tag team. But there is a gigantic shift when you go from being a tag team player to a singles player. And then there's a more bigger shift from a singles player to a main event singles player. And Jey Uso is going to find this out firsthand. And I think he's going to succeed. Like I said, I have doubts about Jimmy, but at least with Jey, I think he's going to be just fine. How they correlate all this together in the end, I don't know. I mean, obviously people have speculated that, okay, you're going to do a Jimmy versus Jey WrestleMania match. That is what you need to do. That's what WWE has to do. I'm not necessarily sold on that, although all signs point to this. If you really want to make Jey Uso a main event star, I have one idea that I think would put him in that class, and I think it's him beating Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal title, right? The ultimate dethroning of the tribal chief, right? And you get Solo and you get Jimmy to pair back together with no Paul Heyman and go out on their own and away from Roman and everything like that, and have Roman go on a long hiatus. I don't know who dethrones Roman. I think it was Braun Breaker who said in a recent interview that, he was asked, who do you think is going to dethrone the tribal chief? And he's like, Roman Reigns. He's going to dethrone himself. Whenever Roman Reigns wants to stop being the tribal chief, when Roman Reigns wants to no longer be the WWE Universal Champion, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, that's the person who will do it. And you know what? I think he's got a point.